Welcome guys, welcome back once again to yet another video guys. I'm highly glad to see you guys all once again. I totally know that I've been away from this for quite like a bit, almost a week. Just getting some real life obligations done guys. As I said respectively in my last video of 4 Directive Legendary Capital, I did tell you guys, if you guys did not see that video, as far as like, you know, how much time I respectively have to be able to put videos out as of currently right now guys, going through some different things, got some different job opportunities and whatnot, so it's different guys. I have like a different schedule, so I'm trying to kind of work around that right now guys, but I highly appreciate any and all of you real fans that have been sticking with me through it all. All I can say is that I highly appreciate it guys. It's always good, and I'm going to continue to just work and do my best to bring you guys content still as I continue to get stuff done guys, because obviously I'm never going to give up on my YouTube channel, so it's like I'm just honestly never going to give up on my YouTube channel, to be honest guys. And like I said, just follow my Twitter X page guys, and you'll see everything I'm coming out with, my updates and everything what's going on. Whenever you see like a video drought or you don't see much content coming out guys, I guarantee you go there, you'll see exactly the reason why. You'll know what's going on. So as I said guys, let's go ahead and focus on this run. Let's go ahead and get back to the video. On that note guys, but it's great to be back, I guess I could say. I'm starting to find a little niche, I guess, with this new schedule, but glad to bring this one to you guys nonetheless. But yeah, this was a very special run guys, a very special run considering these agents seem very new. Very special run guys, and I honestly only say that to say just because I had like 2 agents within this group respectively guys that were like one of them I believe was like, I think 86 shade or something like that, and the other one was 40. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the agents here guys, and I'm just gonna go ahead and show you once again how patience, distance, focus helps agents win in legendary. I feel I was playing this run a little lackadaisical to start it off. I was away from the game for like, you know, a few days, and it's just been like obviously these guys have modifiers on, so I was like, why not, you know, it is what it is, whatever. I joined random matchmake, and a lot of people run with modifiers. I'm not gonna tell them how to run, so I was like, I'll just assist them in any way I'm possibly able to. But honestly guys, what I could say about it was that there were agents in this specific group that I don't believe ever defeated a legendary mission possibly ever before. So this one was definitely special in that sense guys. This is the reason why I do these. This is a reason, and it's always better to get like a first-hand experience, obviously, getting the job done alongside me themselves. But like I said guys, I just want you guys to be able to see this, because a lot of people in this game keep saying shade this, shade that. You know, if you don't have a certain amount of shade, you cannot do this or that, and it's like that's totally not the case. Obviously people that play this know that shade doesn't mean anything much past 1k, because once you get to 1k you can obviously you can get the boost from the watches and the different things like that. The watches that you guys have, you can get the boost from the watch. So it's like after 1k, after that, it's like there's nothing much really but showing like how, I guess, much time you have to run the game, I would like to say. So I just let them know that, and I was demonstrating them to them all the way from this point that as long as they listen and that they do what, you know, what we need to do, we're all on the same page, this will definitely and can definitely get done. The last room, of course, being assuming would be like, you know, challenging, of course. We shall see how that goes. But as I said guys, that's what we could do right now. So let me go ahead and get respectively into the agents here, just as we're keeping patience, distance, and respectively focused here. So we got the first agent, SNL Diagoni or Diagani, whichever one they say it like. Agents, if you happen to come across this video, I believe this guy was like 90 shade or like 86 shade. And yeah, like I said, I was just kind of trying to show to them that they were, you know, how to run legendary, since I obviously know that they do. I'm sure they do not do legendary on a regular basis. They said they've tried, they were unsuccessful, I believe, if my recollection serves me well from the respective chat I had during this run. But yeah, I definitely did show them that you know, like, you know, if you just follow suit here, you can get through it. But yeah, we shall see if we will get through it here. But yeah, solid agent all around as far as listening. You want to have agents able to listen guys. That's the main key thing, regardless of what shade they are. You want them to be listening and be on the same page, because if they're not, obviously it will just equal a disaster, obviously. So the next agent we have is DSULA, D Sula, and he was obviously the agent that was 1k plus. I think he's 1900 something k if my mind serves me correct. Just touching 2k. He's actually slightly a little, he's like around the area where I'm at, more or less. I'm 1,987. So it's like the shade, I was just more or less saying that shade doesn't matter past 1,000. And he seemed like a decent agent, guys. This was a decent group, and it's funny that I say that considering like you guys would think the shade level. You guys be honest though. Be honest in the chat comment section. How many guys would actually run with agents that were shade 86 and shade 40 within a legendary mission? Yeah, like just be honest about it. Like if you saw him join your group like that, would you just be chill to just have him join your group and be like, wow, this guy's level shade level 90 and below, and just be chill with it and just be able to do that? Because like I know there's like a lot of people on like legendary, every time I join groups they want you to be a certain shade. If you're not a certain shade, they just want to like, you know what your experience level is or whatever the heck. And I don't know, I don't get it much because I guess like I said, when I start talking with them and stuff about the game, they kind of like just automatically just know that I possess a high like level of like skill like about the game or like knowledge about the game. And I don't have to like literally show them. They just listen to like how I'm speaking, what I'm saying. Like I've had like a lot of groups just pass me team lead. I'm like, I didn't even ask for it. I'm like, hey, this is so and so's team. I'm just joining it, and they just want to give me the lead. So it is what it is. But on that note, guys, I say that just to say that shade obviously like it's not the end all be all, obviously, guys. It's just how you run structured, guys. So I think this is a reason why this is a very, very special run. I think like some of the lower the shade I run with at times, and have to battle it with that, the more so it proves what I'm saying, guys, as far as patience, distance, focus. Because if you're seeing this, if we could do it like this with this shade, and you guys are getting 1,000k between 1k and 5k shade people on your team, you guys obviously could do the same thing. It's just how you're running it, who you have on your team, how in sync everybody is with each other, guys. You know how it goes, obviously, right? So it's like you just totally want to make sure all that stuff's down. And yeah, guys, like I said, you'll see success in this. But as you're obviously seeing here, yeah, I'm going to continue on the agents, as I said. But I was saying D. Sula from what clan is he from again? Is he in the clan? I don't believe that he's in the clan. It's not showing one for him right now. So there's that, guys. Let me see. But from what I know thus far is that honestly, guys, shade is totally and utterly not the only factor that honestly factors into being able to defeat legendary missions, high level content, guys. And not just builds either. Obviously you'll need a build, but you also want to make sure that you just know my key most important thing. What I would say honestly, guys, is just the movement speed. Knowing your movement, your know-how, especially when playing with randoms, guys. Especially when playing with randoms, because that's what I like, present more or less here, how to do it with randoms. So that's what you want to do, guys. That's without a doubt what you want to do. You want to make sure that you know movement speed and everything else like that, because when you know that, it makes things just that much more easier and more manageable when all of you and your team are on the same page. And this is exactly what I'm emphasizing here, guys. By our team being on the same page despite the shade, despite whatever shade they are, guys. It's just showing that if you do that and you know what you're doing and you're well structured, you definitely can get through this mission, guys. You can get through the mission. I show you it each week in, week out, even with a busy schedule as I have now, even conflicting with my YouTube schedule in a sense. I gotta find different times. I still am able to bring this stuff, guys, and the reason for that is that I know exactly how these missions tick, how they talk, and just, you gotta know that, and you gotta stay true to it. That's just how it goes, guys. But yeah, the more you watch, the more you listen to it, guys, you'll see that you'll start also seeing legendary success and all sorts of different things, so that's just how it goes. But yeah, highly appreciate any and all that have been watching it though and staying true to me. But one thing I'll say is this, guys, that the final agent, Horns Y01, he's shade level 40, as you guys are seeing there respectively on the right bottom corner. And yeah, I know that this guy obviously as well did not really touch legendary missions that much. They just decide here and there, I'm assuming, to go into them. But as you guys are seeing, it's with a group like this. That's what I ask a lot of agents that run through it fast with clanmates, teammates, friends. Can you get through it like this? Are you able to do that with randoms? So that's what it all comes down to, guys. And that's what I mean, guys. Regular day players such as yourselves that are watching, regular day players, I try and just show you guys how this stuff can be done, even if you don't play the game that long or whatever or whatnot. Obviously, it does require like a level of skill. Obviously, like you have to be an elite level agent, of course, to be able to work any type of legendary mission or content. Of course, let alone heroic and whatnot. But the difference between heroic and legendary is so big, which is why I'm respectively more or less emphasizing here, guys, how you can still get these missions done even with low shade and even with players that people would deem not ready for legendary. But like I said, guys, you can definitely still get it done in that sense. That's my main point that I'm trying to show here. I do know that I am extremely obviously skilled in it, and as I tell you guys all the time when you watch this, don't follow everything I do. Like I said, it's not like I play always 100% the greatest, but I'm just saying I'm used to it in that sense. But I'm just kind of trying to show people that the more you play on this difficulty and all that, and obviously modifiers were on for this run, so you know, they wanted modifiers on, so it is what it is, guys. Obviously a lot of people play with modifiers. I don't knock them, I don't play with them, I don't use them, I never looked at the menu for them, so never did need them to win anything. But I do help teams that do need them. So like I said, guys, that's why this run's so special, because it just showcases once again, as I keep telling you guys, patience, distance, focus, how that can literally tailor into this mission or legendary content with any agents. Doesn't matter their shade level, and you can still get it done. So I just want you guys to pay attention as you're watching this and just keep taking note as we continue this respective legendary exotic gifts for randoms number 59. Guys, go ahead and hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing. We're gonna go ahead and keep it continuing, guys. I know I haven't been on here in a bit, almost like a week, but hey, one step at a time. I have a lot of real life obligations going on, guys, job stuff and whatnot, so it's like I'm trying to just find a niche, and once I find that, guys, we'll be right back to where we've been before. But you know, life calls at times, guys, so like I said, we all do our best, content creators, to bring you guys content. It's not as easy as you're thinking on certain days. The content has to be done and it has to be uploaded and all that, so it is what it is, guys. But GG's, highly appreciate it. Let's continue, let's keep it going, let's take you guys through this. But touching what I was touching on earlier, guys, as we're right here, as I'm trying to take this sniper up top out, the final agent, Horn Swag 01, he's the guy's shade 40, in case you guys haven't seen yet. And yeah, I'm just kind of trying to just, you know, present how, like, if they listen and how to move, they can win this mission. I obviously believe that it does make it a lot harder with modifiers. Not harder, but a lot easier with modifiers, to be honest with you. Some people say it's a lot harder or whatnot. I feel like it's just harder if you don't have agents that are used to the mission, respectively. If you have agents that are used to the mission, you have a good team, it won't seem hard on any circumstances at all. You'll be able to get it done easily with modifiers, as I've done it many times. I have a lot of players tell me, respectively, that they can beat missions that they were never able to beat before once they turn on modifiers and been utilizing modifiers. Some agents tell me they've touched in legendary content what they never used to touch before modifiers. So some people claim modifiers are harder. I don't know why they would say that. I guess the enemies might have some of their own, but from what I've seen, they pale in comparison to the ones that the devs respectively give us. I mean, obviously it was a way of them allowing other players to feel stronger that weren't feeling that strong, and it was just another way to boost your obvious DPS damage. So, and also healing or whatever it is, defense, whatever it might be, just to make the game a little easier. And they obviously do that, in my opinion, despite them giving the enemies their own versions. Like the enemies, their version does not seem like it does much in comparison to the version we have. So not saying it's just an easy cakewalk. Obviously it is a legendary mission, but it's a lot more manageable than before modifiers were there, which is how I realistically prefer to run it, guys, or how I originally run it. You look at all my runs here since modifiers, majority of them are without them. So like I said, but some groups want them on and it helps them out however they're comfortable. I'm like, hey, if you're comfortable like that, no problem, I'll help you out. The mission was by no means easy at all, of course, considering the level of the team. Our DPS wasn't all the way there, but this was a solid team. I could tell you this much, guys. This team kind of reminded me a lot of when I was coming up brand new, because like even though my DPS wasn't all the way there at shade 50 whatever, between shade 50 and 68, which is when I beat this first legendary Roosevelt like years ago. I'm talking like 2-3 years ago when it barely first was released, back when they were like a lot bullet spongy. So it's like, it just shows that your shade could be low, but if you have good grit and you know how to play the game and you're all on the same page, as I always say, guys, patience, distance, focus, and you just have a good know-how of how to move, it allows you to win. And as I said before, guys, like on legendary 4-directed missions, I say it's 50-50, 50% build. Obviously, you cannot have a potato build, and 50% movement and know-how. But I say, honestly, on original legendary missions, it's 60% the way you know how to move and 40% your build. 40% your build, obviously, because you cannot have a potato build, as I said before. But in a 4-directive legendary mission, your build obviously will have a lot more merit than it would in just a regular legendary mission like this. So build definitely still does matter, guys. You'd only have 60% of the battle completed if you knew how to move without a build, which is still an F or a really, really low D-, but I'm going to go ahead and put it at an F, more or less. I mean, a 60% on a test is not good at all. So depending on what it is, obviously, but in this case, guys, that's not going to get it done. We want to be at least all the way up there, guys, at least at 70% higher. So you want to make sure your build's just around there, you know, to the point you make it after that 60%, you make it about 80%, you know. But the 60% is movement and know-how, guys, so it's got to, like, you know, it's got to balance out. And that's why I say that, guys. And I was telling my team to back up here, as I always tell them. I was telling them the Chunga was coming. You guys want to make sure you kind of back it up. I was kind of trying to shoot his face here, kind of trying to blind him, you know. So I was doing that, and it's, you know, taking it one step at a time. I was kind of just, this was really like a relaxing run in a sense, until I realized that, you know, so a lot of these agents were like a little new, and I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and just, you know, step it up just a bit so we can start, you know, controlling things more, making things a little more smoother, and just ensuring that we get this victory, guys, because as you know, no matter how many times I run through these, guys, legendary can change at any second, at any moment. Always totally got to be on your toes all the time. You always want to be watching, checking. I was talking to these guys consistently throughout it. I think that's one thing I do. I started doing on a regular basis, and it's like, it helps out a lot. I realize that it does help out a lot when I'm able to do that. They do say sometimes I feel like a broken record at times, but they're like, no, it helps out a lot because it lets them know exactly what's going on, where to be, and it's just good practice, you know. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to play. It's just being aware, knowing what's where and what you need to do, the who, what, when, where, how, and when. All that stuff you got to know, because that can all lead to wipes, not knowing one of those things at a crucial moment. Any of those crucial points, not knowing them at a crucial moment will cause a crucial wipe. So you just don't want that. You want to practice PDF, obviously. Patience, distance, focus, as you guys are seeing us here, and you didn't want to go too far up. That Chunga was coming up, so what I was saying was, hey guys, let's kind of just back it up here, go back. Let me throw my hive out there. By throwing out my hive, that's going to respectively give us more time to be able to back up. You're seeing these guys push up now. As I threw my hive, it's a good thing I threw my hive there, because that literally helped stop them. But I was saying still, nonetheless, guys, I was telling them we got to still back it up. There's 2 of them. They're coming in fast. All their stupid little minions are coming in with them. All their little enemies, henchmen are coming in with them. And anytime that happens, guys, they all try and take angles on you, go behind you, everything. And then that can lead to a wipe fast, especially in Legendary. So I was telling them what you want to do here, guys. And as well as you guys respectively watching now, you want to just back it up. And you want to just make sure that you're able to hit these guys at a comfortable distance where you can actually get covered, like what you're seeing me here, and get away from them. And majority of my team is up there, guys, but I'm kind of using myself as a last ditch resort, because I know that if all these guys were to go down, I could take these guys out respectively, being at a respectable distance. As you saw there, you saw that purple enemy take him out, Diagani. They took him out, or however you pronounce his name, Diagani or Diagani. They got him. He went he was still a little too much in there, and I was more or less telling them, you guys, you got to come this way. You got to go back to the area where you're able to get completely away from them. Because anyhow, any of those Chungas come near you, they're going to hit you. Or they're just going to go ahead and just flank all around you. You're not going to be able to block all of them at once. They're going to be on all different angles of you, more or less like a triangle and whatnot. And at that point, guys, that's it. You know, you kind of messed up. You know they're going to get you at that point. Unless you know how to use wall-to-wall cover and whatnot, how to get out. But you just don't want to be in that situation to begin with, guys. So you see them trying to light me up here. I'm like way back here. They're still trying to light me up. We got to get this big old Chunga out of here, I was telling them. We can get this guy out of here. We'll be in good hands, good position. While at the same time, guys, we're taking him out. I was respectfully telling my team, watch the left. I was telling my team to watch the left because obviously what will happen is when we're focused on one side, other enemies will come in or they'll pinpoint us from a distance out there when you're not looking from your blind side. So you just always want to be aware, paying attention, guys. Always want to be aware, paying attention. Okay, so you see us obviously lighting this guy up. We got him out of there. That Chunga's out of there. We got this gold enemy all the way up here. Then we got this other purple guy here, guys. You just want to take the enemies out. You just want to keep distant. I was telling them, just keep relaxed. Keep at a distance. And I was telling them, most importantly, be somewhere where you have cover. You see where they're at. They have cover. They're not running up on the guy. Just take them out decently from a distance. They want you to come out so that they can DPS you. and bring your shield down or whatever it is, if it's not strong enough or whatnot, so that they're able to kill you. And you just don't want to fall for the bait, guys. You want to have a sufficient amount of cover. You just want to take them out. So yeah, guys, hope that this is helping you guys out. I know I haven't been on here, guys. I do apologize. There's been just a lot going on in my life. Obviously, you know, we all got to pay our bills and stuff. We all got obligations we got to do. So it's like, you know, as I said, this content creation stuff is all realistically, guys, literally one step at a time. It's just, it's fun to do. But, you know, it's just one step at a time. You know, I'll eventually get to that point where we can be doing more of these videos and I can be doing this full time. As far as earning enough on it and all that stuff, guys. But, you know, you got to crawl before you can walk. You got to walk before you can run. And yeah, you got to obviously jump before you can glide jump. So it's like, it just is what it is. It's just one step at a time, guys. And so far, so good. But if you guys want to support the channel, guys, go ahead and hit the like. Feeling very generous, hit the subscription button. But that's totally, honestly, all the way up to you guys. I will say this, though. I do have another 4-directive legendary at some point coming. I won't say which one it is. I did recently. I've done all of them already before, but the recent ones I did, respectively, as you guys have seen, was Legendary Roosevelt, this one here, and then also Legendary Capital was a recent one that I did. So we do have another one coming. Obviously, I'm not going to say which one it is. I'm not going to say whether it's District Union, whether it's Manning Zoo or Title Basing, guys, but we're going to have another one coming. Trying to keep you guys busy with some decent content. Considering my absence, the absences that I'll have from the channel here and there, but we shall see how it goes, guys. Nonetheless, highly appreciate all of you guys. Anybody on Twitter, my Twitter X, you know, following me, supporting me, not leaving despite knowing my circumstance. Highly appreciate it, guys. I promise you, we got a lot of fire coming. You guys check that page out. For those of you that did, you'll know that we got Battlefield 6 coming soon. That's going to be live on here day 1. I hope to have that on here that day. Definitely will have it on here that day. I also pinpointed at Resident Evil 9 early next year, February. We also got, I believe it's Kingsmakers or Kingsbreakers. I forgot. You guys go ahead and check out my Twitter X if you're having trouble knowing what these things are. Scroll through it and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I have games coming up, guys. Some key games coming up. A lot of surprise games too. I won't say much more about that, but a lot of surprise things coming up too, guys. But like I said, for those of you that are here for me for real, highly appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. And just know you will not be disappointed, guys. You saw all the heat I brought in the past. You see all the heat I continue to bring right now. And you know the heat never stops here, guys. It never stops. You know, it never stops. So you guys know what it is. Might be down for a second or a moment, but we always come back here, guys. Life's a game. Division 2 God, you know what it is. And just more entertainment, guys, overall. Life's a game. I mean that literally. So you guys know what it is. Highly appreciate it. This was just a quick message during the video to all of my key fans that have been with me. You guys know who you are, the hardcore ones. Keep tuning in, guys. I got a lot of treats for you guys. I promise you that much. Okay, so you see us here in this room here. You see us kind of just, you know, watching here. You want to just keep, you know, kind of relaxed. I was telling them just keep relaxed. Don't push up too much. I think somebody was up there. One thing I realized is D Sola, the guy that's 1903 Shade, 1903. He got a key defensive build, I guess, because he kept running in. I wasn't using my defensive build like that. I was telling these guys how to build where I knew I could just run through this. Obviously, the same one I used for the 4-directive legendary one. But I was like, I want to use this one with the capacitor. It has a lot of DPS. Obviously, that build doesn't have DPS like this one, but it does have control, enemy control. I was going to say crowd control, but I mean that in the sense of everything is handled and everything's a lot easier when I'm using that build. The enemy respects it so much, so it's like, I didn't really want to have to use that. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and go with this because I have a lot of strong builds that can do these missions. It's just the respective team that I'm playing with will correspond to more or less, like, will kind of dictate what I use. And so I know I was kind of running with a lot newer team here, so I was like, let me put this DPS up. Let me get this elite capacitor build that has high level DPS on a lot of these enemies. Let me go ahead and get that and use that to go ahead and get these guys out of here. A lot of them a lot faster than usual, so they don't have time to linger. Get the medics out of there faster, medic drones, whatever it might be, guys. So like I said, you also, guys, to be able to beat these missions, you always got to suss the team out that you're running with before you run and choose a build accordingly directly that works with your team, yeah? I know it seems like I just kind of just run into these things, and in a sense I do, but it's like I know it to such a level that I'm like, okay, all I gotta do is ask a question, have they ran it, what their expertise is, Not really expertise in the game in a sense, but I just mean in the sense of running legendary. That's kind of funny, no pun intended. But yeah, just literally like what their experience with it is. And once I hear that and I hear their voice, I could understand the confidence level of it and all that stuff. I'll see the way they're playing, and then I'll just know. Because if you guys were paying attention, obviously when I first started this, I had my chameleon. I wasn't using my capacitor, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to need a lot more firepower, so I don't think our DPS is there like that. These guys seem a little new. I think I was using a build to be a little too relaxed. I mean, I could beat it with that build, guys, with a solid team that's like used to this and experienced with it. But with a team like this, I was like, no, I'm going to have to bring this capacitor build out that could actually shred these guys and hurt them on a high level so that we can get these guys out of here, remain composed, structured. We can compose our structure, guys. We can keep composure and have structure and just get ensure that nobody's like rushing us or making it uncomfortable, and that's why I have this build. I did have my hive, obviously, as you're seeing here. I was thinking of switching to my assault drone, because doing that gets these guys when they're trying to hide. So I kind of did tell one of these guys if they wanted to use assault drone, it would help out a lot, and I believe one of them, did change to it and does help out in legendary, because these enemies will do a lot of cheap stuff, guys. Sometimes they'll try and stay behind like various areas and platforms and whatnot, and they'll try and like attack you from there. So you just always gotta just be on it, guys. Be on your toes, be like aware, and you'll be more or less like fine, you know, like if you have the right skills and everything, guys. But nonetheless, you see us pushing up into this next phase here, guys. You see us pushing up right here into this next phase of the mission, despite our team. So those of you out there that keep saying shade is everything and you got to have certain shade to run certain missions, this is literally throwing that all the way out the window right here. You guys seeing this? You see SNL Diajani, he is 86 shade, and you're seeing Horn Swaggle 1 is 40 shade, guys. These guys are like fresh off of just like becoming level 40, completing the game. They haven't done like really that much in it. They haven't been in endgame that long, and we're doing a mission such as Legendary Roosevelt. You know that's not normal. A lot of people don't do that. That don't know it like that. So it is what it is, guys. But I was taking a quick break here, guys. Let me go ahead and just fast forward this right here. We can go ahead and continue. 1 sec. All right, guys. So as we continue here, respectively, you're seeing us push up here. Let's take a quick break there. Now we're back to it once again, guys. Once again, hit that like button if you're enjoying this. I was kind of just telling them to kind of just chill, like right here. We want to fight him from here. Let's run my hive there. Keep some distance between us and the enemy, respectively, you know. Guys obviously know how that goes. Want to keep ourselves distanced here, obviously. These guys will literally bombard us. Those bombers and stuff and the robots and whatnot. I was just telling them what you want to do. As I always say, guys, you always just want to make sure that you keep the medic as your main priority and take him out so that you cut their life support out, guys. And they don't have a lot of enemies revived. And it feels like we're just running on a fast wheel as a hamster, guys. You don't want to feel like that. You don't want that to happen. That could lead to wipes. These guys starting to push up, get more aggressive due to the medic. So what you want to do, I threw the hive down there, guys. What that did, as I was telling them, was create space for us back here in the pocket to be able to pick them off comfortably without having to worry about anybody just running up randomly in the midsection or whatnot, trying to get us out of there. So you guys are seeing those coward robots, obviously, all the way on that side over there. I'm taking this guy out right here. Do you see like how they just keep bombing? You want to be watching for the bombs, guys. You want to be watching for them because, to be honest with you, if you're not watching for them, guys, they'll blindside you. They'll get you with those, and it's never fun when that happens. So if you want to beat the mission, obviously you want to win. You want to just make sure you're watching for those bombs, guys. You're just always aware. That's the whole thing about Legendary. You always got to be aware, especially playing with randoms, guys. I know a lot of those people that play with their Discord mates, clan mates, and all that stuff. I'm like, that's a lot easier. Clan mates, doesn't take too much talent to do that. If you guys all have certain builds, but like I said, it takes talent to, I guess, degree level still, because it's Legendary, but nowhere near, guys, not even close to being as hard as running with random agents. So, like I said, guys, my channel tailors more or less towards random agents, random runs of Legendary, and being able to get that content respectively done. That's what my channel more so tailors towards. So for those of you watching, yeah, like that, want to get through this, don't have all the friend groups, don't have all the clan mates, these videos are for you guys to be able to learn and know how to get through it. Because I know you're watching a lot of these content creators that have all these friends, have all this backup they can have. to run various missions and whatnot. And it's like, I know how that can feel when you do not have that. You have nobody like that around to run with. Nothing like that. So it's like, there are ways to do it, guys, as long as everybody's on the same page. You guys talk before the missions. It could definitely get done. And I was saying there during the run, that was one of the fastest nade shots from that distance that he shot that from that hit me. So I was like, man, this game was really trying to get me here, guys. It really had my number. And I get that from time to time. Every time I'm playing this sometimes and I just haven't gone down, or, I mean, I have gone down, but the game just wants me to just wipe sometimes. I have a feeling. Because it'll do some stuff sometimes. I'll be like, wow. But as I'm saying here, guys, you're seeing us watch this guy up here. You want to kind of just keep back because you're seeing how they keep coming back here. They keep kind of running on that rock over there. They keep trying to get like a top angle on us from the left. So it's good that we're right here. So I told my team get cover on the right. Just get cover from these guys all the time. The same way this guy right here is getting cover from us behind the tree so perfectly. We want to make sure that you get cover as well wherever we're at and we're not out in the open. These guys will come closer. They'll have their little bombs. They'll have everything else. You just want to make sure that you're just watching for them and taking cover. I was also telling Diajani and Horns Waggle 01, just because of their shade, I was like, you guys gotta you gotta keep back. Don't try and go up there. Just considering your shade alone, I could just tell. And it's like, you don't want to be taken out. These guys will take you out quick. You want to keep at a distance. You see this guy all the way up here on the turret. This bastard's all the way up here on the turret, guys. We're trying to take him out of there. I was trying to get him out of there, but he was aiming at me very hard there, guys. So what more could I do? Had to leave. Heal back up and get right back to it, guys. So it's about just composure, keeping your composure in these missions. That's what I was telling him. I was like, it's going to be back and forth. Sometimes the enemy could push us. That's how it goes. But as long as you keep your composure, you take what they're giving you and you just, you back up for when you need to back up, and then you come back when you need to. You'll be fine. For the most part, that's how you win legendary missions, guys, with randoms. Or like whenever you're in a tough pickle, or it's seeming like it's like a little tedious to do. You want to just keep your distance comfortably and take the enemy out. That's all it comes down to. So you're seeing this coward robot who's trying to hide here. Couldn't get back to his guy to be healed, so obviously he got out of there. And we're seeing this guy over here. Okay, so we got him out of there. So he's gone. He's out. So there you go, guys. You're seeing how we just we finished that room up. You see me obviously running back here to get ammo. I was just telling them, hey, if you guys want ammo, you might want to come back here unless there's a box in the other room that I don't know of. Which there might be, guys. I'm not sure. I never really get ammo from in there. I usually always just run back here. Kind of just make them familiar with it, because I was telling them we might have to run back all the way here anyways, depending on how these enemies push and how well we're able to keep them at bay, fighting from this respective door right here. So you see me gonna go ahead and run, pull them up. I was telling them we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and pull the enemy up, guys. We can just fight from this spot here. We can kind of move up here and do a little bit and then run back. I was just more or less going over it with them, guys. You want to always be talking with your team. That's why it's good for one person to have a mic. Although I remember in the past I used to do this with no mic. I used to just be typing a lot. But thank God I don't do that anymore. That's be a little tedious sometimes. You don't get everything across. In time, you got to play, then afterward you can type stuff, and then they got to kind of read it and just kind of take note of it. With the mic, obviously you can do it live, let them know what's going on and everything and where to be. It just helps out a lot. I was saying that we got to take these guys out, so our DPS wasn't, I wouldn't say the worst, but it wasn't all the way up there. My capacitor helps out a lot with it. The Chunga was coming, obviously. I was telling them, yeah, let's kind of just back it up here a little bit, because this guy's going to come and there might be another one. I was just doing my best to try and shoot him, take him out, guys. As you're seeing, our DPS was a little here, but it was decent enough to keep the enemy honest, to keep these guys honest. And that's literally what it comes down to. I was throwing my hive there just in case anybody came up too close. Get these guys out of here. So I know that Chunga that walked, he's going to kind of try and hug the right. I was telling him he's going to try and kind of come up and sneak up on us from the side. So I was like, just be wary of that bastard, because that's what he's going to do. That's what they always do, and there's going to be another Chunga, so I was like, just be ready. Obviously, my hive was there, it got him. And then there was another one, so I was like, let's just take this one out, and then there's another one. Let me go ahead and back it up, guys. Run all the way back here, back it up. So you're seeing us back here, and you're seeing him come through the door here, guys. Seeing him come through the respective door here. We took him out. Like I said, we DPS the hell out of him as you're supposed to. Then what we're doing, guys, you see us just keeping back here, taking him out. You saw that stupid little medic drone pick that other chunk up. It's nothing we can't handle. We already lit him up before. We just got to re-DPS him again. I blinded him. Boom. We take him out. And now you're seeing the medic drone out there. It's still trying to revive people. So I'll just tell my team, guys, and as I'm telling you guys here, I say it so much like a broken record. You just always want to be just watching for the medic. You always want to just make sure you take those medics out, guys. Makes it a lot easier. Totally a lot easier for your entire team to actually be able to win the mission. Without having the enemies replenished and brought back to life and rejuvenated and trying to rush at you. Which leads to wipes a lot of times, like 85 to 90% of the time it'll lead to wipes when the medic picks up a lot of the enemies on a lot of other teams. Although I've been on a lot of teams where it's happened and we battled through it. Obviously, I know how to do that if that does happen, but it's not something you want to have to deal with and have to handle. It's not something you want to have to do because it's never 100% guaranteed you'll just get through it like that in the easiest way or the smoothest way. If it does happen, do you not have teammates that are highly skilled at the mission or like highly knowledgeable and just know how to run it, what to do in certain situations? And yeah, it's not always annoying, guys. So just the first thing you want to do is to get those medics out of there, guys. As the main threat, obviously, unless the chungas are in front of them or something more is in front of them, being more of a main threat. But you guys know what it is. Legendary Roosevelt once again, guys. Exotic gifts for randoms number 59. Man, it always feels like I've been playing it like just the other day every time I come back to this game because I just know the mechanics of it so well. So it is what it is. It's cool, but it's good to be able to get like another run in, guys, and just be able to let you guys know I'm still here. There's a lot going on, obviously, in life, as we all have things going on, as I said. But hey, it's all cool, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying it this far. These ones are always interesting as we are trudging our way through, guys. A shade level 86 and a shade level 40 is accompanying me in this mission. As you guys are seeing it here, this stuff can be done. Legendary Roosevelt. Shade is just a number, guys. It just comes down to know-how and how to run the mission. I tell people this all the time. I mean, obviously, these guys have decent enough builds. They did their homework enough to be able to be in a legendary mission and actually harm the enemy and hurt them. And I think with the devs creating modifiers, they made that a lot easier. I was telling these guys if the modifiers weren't there, like it'd be a lot harder to put the damage you want on these guys and all that, because like just having those modifiers helps out a lot. It's like an attack boost. It kind of like, in my opinion, sometimes overpowers some weapons. So it's like them being at that shit, I could easily see how they could still possibly get away with being able to hurt these guys, and nothing away from their skill or whatnot. It's just the modifiers do play a definite part in that. I could tell you that right now. As running these missions is definitely not this easy without them. It's more like I would say like I'm running it the same way I would be running even if I didn't have modifiers, but it's just like I could feel the difference of the enemies, and I could feel like the threat level difference. It's not to the level as it was or as it is respectively without modifiers. Although some people say modifiers make it harder. I don't know why they say that, but I'm like, if that's the case, missions like this, this mission definitely didn't seem the hardest, and I believe it might have been. The modifiers might have played a part in it. I'm not saying this cannot be done without modifiers, guys. I've done things like this without modifiers. You guys see me with agents of low shade. You see me do all sorts of stuff. So, it is what it is, guys. These guys just had skill. I won't take it away from them. It's a legendary mission. Modifiers or no modifiers, guys. These guys still hit they still hit the same and all that stuff. So it's like the only thing I'd say is different is just our firepower and how we're able to hurt them with modifiers as opposed to not having them. Got to rely on more or less raw DPS, like that more so when you don't have modifiers. Whereas you can have a build that might not be the greatest, but just by having the modifiers set right, you could probably get away with that and get like a lot more DPS and still be fine. So there's that, guys. I mean, it does help out. Kudos to who it helps. I might not be the biggest modifier fan, but kudos to who it helps. If it does respectively help you become a better agent, who am I to say that it's not something needed in the game, if it's an overwhelmingly majority that it helps out more so than everyone else, overwhelmingly majority it helps out more so than the other masses, then hey, overwhelmingly majority rules, guys. Majority rules, that's how it goes. But it is what it is. Nonetheless, guys, you see us keeping back here in this room. You see us just fighting near the tents. It's where you kind of want to fight. There's a lot of agents that will run up sometimes to where that tree's at, or like area similar and hide, and I'm like, that's not a good spot. Because what will happen is on the right, as you're seeing that little tent entrance there, they'll come through that, circle around, all sorts of stuff. And the last thing you want the enemies doing, guys, on Legendary is flanking you and you not being aware of it. Because once they start hitting you from behind like that, it's a small chance you're going to get out of that. You're most likely going to go down. And if you're in a bad spot, already moved up on the enemy, you're already pushed up, and they flank you from behind, then it's like, you know, that's just a bad spot you're in. They got you, and it's just going to put your team at that much more of a detriment, and you just do not want that, guys. You totally and utterly don't want that, so that's the only reason why I mentioned that. Nonetheless, guys, you see us pushing forward here. We got past that part, as you're seeing. It's just all a step at a time, guys. I emphasize this: patience, distance, focus, PDF, guys. That is all it is. That is all it is. That is literally all it is, guys. Like, I can't say it enough. I show these runs to show you guys, because like a lot of people just show 7-10 minute build videos. Don't show you anything but apart from a small section. It's not even far in the mission either, so that's not even detailing that they could even get to that point of the mission or even get through the mission with it. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, I just want to show you this so you guys know. I mean, what I could have done, I could have like literally just did the first room, guys, showed you a build, what build I was using, showed you the first room, got through that, and then just made that a video and showed you guys my build. I mean, I don't know, would you be more happy with that? Just seeing a quick, fast video like that of just the build I was using and that's it? Or do you want to see like the entire run and actually be able to see me go through the whole thing, show you guys what it is with agents like this and exactly each and every room, how to get through each and every room, not just one part? Because, yeah, guys, on this channel, you know, we are the real deal. And it just goes how it goes, guys. And even when I do make build videos, if you guys have seen them in the past, like a lot of them, I'll do runs like this to show you me using them actually in a mission, not just telling you in a 7-minute video that this thing can shred Legendary, but I don't show you me doing anything with it in an entire mission in Legendary and actually like getting through it and proving its worth. Another build that you should be using or respectively utilizing. And also for those of you that do use it, for some of these content creators that show it, wouldn't you just love for them to be able to use it and show you exactly how to use it outside of just 7 minutes, you know, in just one room? In the sense of like, you know, like you could get to another room and you're like, I wonder how that build would work against Chungas, like, or I wonder how this would work against, you know, this, like, how would I do that? You know, like, that's a shotgun build. Like, could I go close to Chunga with that shield? Is it strong enough that I could do that? I see you're killing regular enemies in Legendary. How would this do against a dog? A robot dog? How would it do against a Chunga? Is it that strong? I've had agents tell me some of these builds are not what these guys are saying it is, because when they go up to certain enemies, it doesn't work in the way that they were prescribing it or saying it did with the original enemies. It does work, but it doesn't work with some other enemies, but they don't say that. And it is what it is, guys. I mean, however you got to get it, whichever content creator it is. But I'm saying, on my channel, guys, you're going to see the real deal. You're going to see, you actually see me show what I'm promoting and show that it can get through something, not just one portion of something. Because I could do that all day, guys. I could, like, pump out, like, maybe 10 videos, like, a day on stuff like that. Like, just a build, like, just one part of a room. Like, it doesn't prove anything. That's the easiest thing to do, and it's crazy how many people look at those videos, copy the build, and try and use it and think they're going to get through Legendary. I'm like, dude, that doesn't work like that. That is not how you get through Legendary, guys. That's clickbait. That's just racking the money up in the pocket, guys. That's all it is. I've got to be honest as a creator, guys. I'm going to be that honest creator. I know there's not a lot of the real ones around anymore, but I'll be honest. Like, that's what it is, and if you're trying to do that, you will not get through Legendary mission like that, guys. You just won't get through it. So I'm just trying to be honest. I'm trying to tell you guys the honest key thing here for those of you guys that really want to get through these missions, that are seriously pulling your hair out, looking at me being like, how the hell does he keep doing that? I've been trying this mission forever. I'm getting all my best friends on the team. We're still not being able to beat it. We're still finding it hard. This is for you guys. I'm just trying to show you guys, hey, it can be done. You just got to relax and just really take in what I'm saying and really do like what I'm saying and like really take it in. You'll see that you'll get success as well. I'm just really trying to show you guys how to do it. I'm not trying to hide anything and be fake, because I could be fake easy on this and tell you guys some stuff and just, it's not going to benefit you at all. I know it's not going to, unless you know how to play a certain way, which I know a lot of people do not know how to play like that. So it's like, it's not going to benefit you in any way. But I could do that if that's what people are like, you know, sometimes people are looking for that, but I'm like, nah, not on my channel. I just don't want to do it. I'm just not someone like that. I don't see any benefit in it. I could bring you respective builds that you're looking for, something new, but it's like, for the most part, you're saying, what build should I use for Legendary? I'm like, It's funny, guys. A lot of agents ask me, as you see us keeping back here. I was telling them more or less in here, guys, at this part, you got to kind of more or less just, you got to watch because these guys will push up on us. But, respectively, going back on what I was saying earlier, though, regarding how, like, a lot of agents will ask me, like, what build to use in Legendary, and I'm like, unless, like, I want them to use, like, a specific build, like healer, depending on our team, I'm like, literally, man, like, use whatever build you want. And it's not like in a negative way. I'm just like, I say it like, you know, respectfully. I just say use whatever build you're most comfortable with, because I'm like, that's how you get through it. And getting through Legendary, guys, it's literally the build you're most comfortable with. So that's why I keep emphasizing to people. They keep seeing all these different types of builds, and I'm like, it's cool to see them, but you got to use what's comfortable for you. What's comfortable for you is not what's comfortable for that content creator you're watching or whoever you're trying to watch. It's not going to be the same. Everybody plays different. So I'm like, that's my first thing to all my people that run with me. I tell them that they don't know, that they learn. They're like, you got to use what's most comfortable to you, not what you just see somebody using or what you think is strong. And they say, how do you do that? Well, how you do that is that you just make whatever you like to use strong. If you like using a shotgun, you make a strong shotgun build. You like using a sniper, you make a strong sniper build. You like defense, you make a strong defensive build. Although I would just say in general, have good defense in Legendary. If you like flame, make a strong flame build. If you like using the shield, strong shield build, guys, you get what I'm saying. Like whatever it is you're doing, if you're a healer, a strong healer, just whatever it is, you just want to make sure it's a lethal version of whatever way you plan to run. Like, you know, you don't want to be running what you want to run, but obviously it's weak. You want to make sure it's strong. So that's what I say. I'll just say just run what you want to run, but make sure it's just strong. And it's a strong version, the strongest version that you have of that. It just helps out. And the more you get used to it, guys, like I said, I have different builds. Like, you'll just get to the point where you're like, you just know different builds that you can use, and it doesn't matter which one of them you use. You can respectively get through the mission. It's just depends on the team you're using and which what will complement which team better, guys, because that's how I choose my builds. It just depends on the team I'm running with. I'll know what will complement what better based on my teammates. Like, you're only as good as your team, guys, and like I said, that's what I do. So just another gold nugget, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna keep passing these on for those of you guys who are respectively watching these and watching through the video. You want to pick what's tailored to your team. So your team could say, you know, they need a healer. You want to be a healer if you can do that, or they might tell you to be a healer, but you're seeing that the way they're set up, you're seeing that you have a DPS build or a certain build that's going to grant certain perks to the teammates, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to give you guys 10% extra damage, 10% extra movement speed, or whatever it is it gives you. And you're like, in addition, maybe somebody else could be healer, and then we'll also have 10% damage, 10% extra movement speed for all of us. It just depends on what you're running with, guys. So you see where I'm going? Like, it's just like depends on the team you're running with is how you want to move. So I was telling these guys when they're bombarding the hell out of us here, I was just like, hey, what you want to do is you want to kind of like want to get down here. And that's why we kind of went back down here, guys, as you're seeing, because obviously at this part I was telling them, if you don't have, like, you know, the full DPS level or whatnot, or like we just couldn't take these guys out in the beginning back there to hold them off, they're going to push us, and they're going to start bombarding like this, nade spamming and whatnot. And what we got to do is just keep down here for cover and try and draw them out. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to kind of right here heal Dejani. I was trying to heal him, and I couldn't do it from the bottom, so I had to get back up here. And I believe at this part, guys, I was just telling them what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go over to the right and just try and kind of take a few of these guys out, get them out of here. And then what we could do is just kind of like draw them in. I had to more or less draw these guys in. And once you start kind of attacking them like this, start kind of fighting with them, throw the the hive off there. They're trying to fire at me all the way back here, guys. So my thing is just to get them moving so they can come follow us back here and they can come to us. So you're seeing all these rushers coming down. I'm seeing them all come now. They're starting to light me up a lot here, guys. So I'm seeing, okay, I'm telling my team, I'm like, all right, so now they're coming. Now all we got to do is just take them out here now. They're just trying to rush us. So that's how it goes, guys. It's just about picking your spots, knowing what you got to do, and just getting it done. That's all it comes down to. So that's those three. They're out of there. So we got that done, guys. Like I said, you just want to keep patience. You want to keep focus. You want to keep distance. That's how it goes, guys. That's why I say this. I say like a broken record all the time, but it is what it is. It's great to be having this video again, though, guys. Hope you guys are all doing well, though. Hope you guys are all doing well. This mission taking, it's taking a bit of time, and it's never run. I'm never like an advocate of, being like mad so much about like how long it takes to do a mission. It just depends on the team, guys. Obviously, if you look at the shade of the players on the team, It obviously is going to take a bit longer than usually what it would do. The whole main key thing is getting the W, guys, not in a wipe, but with the IN win. And that's all it's about, guys, because people can complain all the time they want about how long something takes. I'm like, dude, it could have took 3 hours. We won the mission. Did you win it? You know, could you run with randoms, like, you know, with shade like this and win it that fast? Like, you know? So, like, it just is what it is. I kind of go off of it like that. And it's like some people don't think of it like that. They're thinking of it as, like, with key clanmates and teammates. I'm like, that's the easiest thing, guys. There's nothing at all to brag about running this with clanmates and teammates. Especially how old these missions are at this point. I can understand if it was, like, maybe a newer legendary to a degree. But even then, running with clanmates and teammates, period, is a lot hella easier than running with random agents. Any true Division 2 player will tell you that, without a doubt, not even a question. So it's like, you know, this is what it is, guys. It is what it is, and that's why I show you this. I'm just showing you this stuff can be done, guys. If you don't know what you're doing, you know how to move, it can be done. Gotta be patient, you just gotta know how to move, guys, and everything will completely, totally, and utterly fall into place. That's all I can say, to be honest. As you're seeing here, guys, with this team right here, solid team, guys. I gotta say, honestly, despite the shade thing here, and like despite like the being wet behind the ears with it, not like the, you know, not the most like known to be able to always run the mission like this. It's not usually the way I run it. Despite it not being a team that you probably think is solid in Legendary, these guys were actually, I gotta admit, one of the most solid teams I ran with playing this mission. It's crazy. I always get this, and I think what it is, guys, I think what it is a lot of the guys that are like, I guess if they're below my shade or around it, I think I've been noticing they tend to listen to me a lot easier. Whereas when I've noticed with people that are higher than my shade, they might just, I don't know if they go by shade, guys. It's just the most horrible things. I'm like, shade means nothing like that in the sense of just because you have 10k shade that you could just get through Legendary. That is not the case, guys. There's so many agents like I'm seeing here, the lower shade, that are a lot better than people I've seen with 15 plus k shade. And this guy's only 87, only 40, but the way they listen and the way they run, a lot better than those other guys. So I'm like, I'm just saying, like, in that sense, it just shows that, hey, like, it's not just focus. This game's not just shade and build focused. Like, you have to have a build in the shade, obviously. But yeah, like, I mean, like, it's your movement and know-how. You gotta know how to move, guys. You can have the best build in the world. If you don't know how to move, it's not gonna work. And it's vice versa in a sense. You could have the best movement know-how and not have a crappy build, and you're not going to get anything done, guys. So it's just one of those things where you want to just be balanced on both ends. But for the most part, guys, I'm saying the overwhelmingly majority already have builds to run Legendary. They just don't know it yet. A lot of people, it's just their movement is just, it's not the best at all. And that's what allows them to be down. They don't know like the mechanics on how to move, the who, what, when, where, and hows. If you don't know that, it doesn't matter what your build is. You could have an excellent build. It's not gonna do you any good. The enemy's still gonna eat you up and demolish you because you don't have any experience in it. That's the whole difference with Legendary, guys. It's just a difference of it. But you can get it as long as you just, at least running with me, guys, as long as you just listen and follow directions, what I'm saying, and keep in the areas and just play your game. It's not gonna be the biggest problem. I know it like that, but for other teams, obviously, guys, you want to just keep playing and get used to it. That's the only way you're going to start seeing success like this, guys. I was never just running this with randoms like this all the time and just winning all the time like this. Like, it just wasn't the case in the past. I had to get there, where I had to learn. And by the way, guys, I got to totally admit it in this run. Another gold nugget, in case you guys didn't know. For those of you that don't know, a lot of you probably already know. You see that chopper sitting there. If you do not shoot the left, none of your teammates shoot the left one, it will not attack you. It was a right one. I was kind of contemplating that during one of my most recent. I don't know if it was my most recent one. It was one of my recent Legendary Roosevelt runs, though. Although I'm not sure if it was the most recent. I was saying that I'm not sure if that still exists, because I remember doing that in the past, and that was the case. And I just kind of thought, I guess one of my teammates on another team shot at it because I thought it didn't work. I didn't think it worked anymore, but obviously, guys, it still works. If you come inside this room, once you get here to this final room, guys, on Legendary, congrats for anybody that gets here, reaches here, gets it done. You want to make sure, just to make it easier, you want to just shoot the one on the right and just ignore the one on the left, and the one on the left will just leave you alone until you start shooting it. I don't know if it would have came had I not shot it there. Like, I think it maybe would have been able to deal with all these guys and it would have came last. Nonetheless, you just want to kind of get it out of there. But that's just a little food for thought there, guys. A little tip there. A little gold nugget tip that you want to know. Make the mission that much, just a tad more easier for you. Okay, so you're seeing us take these guys out. We're seeing this guy still here. We got to get him out of here, guys. We got to get this flight copter drone out. Got to get this flight helicopter drone out, guys. If you're seeing these guys come, I throw my hive down. I'm like, okay, we got to just... let's get these guys out and not allow anybody to push. Because what happens is, guys, when a lot of the legendary enemies get close to you, a lot of their AI friends behind them start getting more bold because they're so close, and they're more or less pushing up to come help them because they see how close they are. So if you can get them out of there fast, that'll keep their friends at bay to be like, whoop, actually, wait a minute, I changed my mind, let me go back. They killed them, they erased my friends there fast. I don't want to, get any of that smoke, catch it fast. So they kind of back up a little bit. So that's another little gold tip, guys, gold nugget there. Like, if you see a lot of legendary enemies in clumps and they're coming up close to you, you want to get them out, because the other enemy is going to get bold and get confident based off of how they see them pushing you and start trying to push you and flank you from other ends. It's the same reason why when you see a chunga coming at you or rushing up on you, you start seeing all the enemies running and start trying to push up with him, because they're confident now that he's pushing up, and they feel they can get you now, which a lot of times they do and can. You're not careful. So it's like, that's why I just say you got to keep distant. You see this bastard back here, this copter right here, it's trying to this drone copter is trying to hide, guys. Crusader, it's trying to hide from us in the corner there. We're just trying to get it out of there because you want to get this guy out. Hella annoying when you're trying to deal with other enemies and it's just beaming you from above and you just get a missile out of the blind side. You don't want that. Okay, so we got him out, guys. Now all we got to do, I was just saying, it's all cool bean sauce here. It's all gravy for us, guys. I was just telling them all we got to do now is take out and clean out and spring clean the area. Do our usual, and then we should be good. So it's good, guys, and I love doing this because, like, a lot of these agents, like, I hope it does help them out in terms of, like, just the way they play. It could even be, like, just the confidence level, like, of them. Maybe some of them might have looked at Legendary and was like, man, can I beat it? It's tough, it's this, it's that. So just by you guys going through this, any of you agents respectively that end up watching this, just by having completed this, for those of you that didn't, if you haven't already, it just shows that, hey, you can do it. Obviously I'm not playing for you. I'm just talking to you guys. You guys are all doing a great job of what they did. They all did a great job. You guys all did a great job if you're watching of what you did here. So it's like, I'm just trying to show agents to be more confident and just, not saying these guys weren't, but I'm saying that just to have confidence in yourself and know that you can do the mission. You just got to just know where you're at. My thing is this, guys, if you're confident enough to be able to turn Legendary on and run it, you're already there. Like, you're good enough already to beat it. You just have to just know the know-how. You just have the right build. That's all it is. That's totally all it comes down to. So you're seeing us here. I'm not sure when the Chunga came, though. I didn't see the Chunga here. That's one thing I noticed on this run. I totally didn't see the Chunga. I think somebody might have taken him out, or he might have taken him out already from a distance. I think one of them got him, guys. Nonetheless, GG's. You guys know what it is. Exotic gifts for randoms, part 59, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your exotics. You guys know what it is, guys. I've been battling right now, IRL. I'm getting some job stuff done. Still looking for a time, a good niche to be able to run this stuff, guys. To be able to bring videos out. Just bear with me here. And like I said, you guys will see a lot more content. It's just, we have our lives going on, guys. Obviously, you guys follow me on Twitter X. You'll see that everything's still good. It's just, all of those times where we got to step away from social media for a second and just get ourselves together life-wise and just get everything on par. Not saying everything's not together, but just get everything in smooth motion where everything can transition and go through a lot smoother and easier, guys. That's what it's about. So I highly appreciate any and all of you guys joining. I'm right there. I put my YouTube channel name in the respective chat box for them to all see, guys. How did I do here? I had 96 kills, 110. Look at D Solo. He was there with it. He had 110, guys. But like I said, stats are just stats at the end of the day. It's not that much. As far as getting through the legendary mission, it's a know-how, as you guys saw. It's a lot more goes into it than stats. There could be the guy that had the lowest amount of kills that did the most, like in a legendary mission, as far as like where you're supposed to be at key times and key moments. So there is that, guys. But life's the game. You guys totally already know what it is. Got to get that selfie. I shall see you guys. Take care. We got a lot more heat coming, guys, but you got to bear with me. GG's.